Hi YouTube. Right, so I thought I'd do another video for you just in response to a couple of emails that have been sent by a few of the girls. It's to do with kind of coming out and going to the GP. One of the girls that emailed me was a little bit frightened to go to the GP about everything that she's been feeling. I can completely relate to that. When I first transitioned, it was really, really scary. When I first even thought about it, it was kind of petrifying. If I rush this, by the way, it's because I've just made a 12.5-minute video, which I now can't upload to YouTube. So that was the second attempt. The first attempt was interrupted by my housemate, who is through there, who wanted to say good night, bless him. Good night. Yeah, so I thought I would do a little quick video just to say, don't worry. Cheesy line, but it is quite true. It does get better. Very cheesy, but rock onto it. I live to it every single day. It's going to get better. You know, there's a few things that link into being scared about GPs and telling somebody about, you know, this deep secret that you have, telling somebody else and letting them in. It can be very daunting, it can be very scary, but once you've done it, the amount of weight that comes off your shoulders, well, not off these shoulders, but off your shoulders is absolutely immense. And I know I felt like I knew what was happening, I knew the direction I was going in, I knew what was going to be going on. But I will say, you kind of got to be clued up with your doctors, because they're not specialists in gender clinics. You know, the gender clinic, that's where you need to go to get all the answers that you haven't got at the minute. That, you know, people like myself and other bloggers, they can't give you all the answers. We can only give you our experiences, and hopefully that will help. You've got every right to feel scared, every right to feel vulnerable and afraid and anxious, but please, if you take anything away from this video, it is the fact that you will get stronger from it, and you'll get what you want at the end of the day, really. If this is truly what you want and who you feel you are, it's something that you have to do. You know, there's no way around it. That's the first hurdle to get to what you want. But that's not to say you can't be scared about it, and I can completely, as I say, understand that. When I went to the gender clinic 2 years ago, in fact the GP's first, the doctor was a lovely foreign chap, who I think I completely freaked the hell out of originally. He's lovely now. But I kind of freaked the hell out of him. I read up on everything, and I knew what I needed to happen. I knew who I needed to speak to, what I needed to do, what I needed to be on. And I think he thought I was the Rain Man when I went in, and I kind of delivered all this information about what I wanted and what I needed and who I needed to speak to. But it's something you need to do to kind of get where you want to go. Another tip, what I did when I was kind of coming out to my friends and my family, I kind of pre-planned the questions in my head, what they were going to ask, so that I did have the answers, so I wasn't kind of left feeling like I didn't know what I was doing. It also kind of helps you a little bit to kind of think, well, is this really what I want? Is this really me? Because that's the questions they're going to get. You know, how long have you felt like it? Have you always felt like it? Why do you feel like it? Do you think, what's it going to do in the future? You know, and you've got to kind of bear in mind that they're only asking these questions because they care. For no other reason. They're not trying to be nosy, and they're not trying to upset you or think that you're lying or anything like that. They're just concerned. And that's the same for the gender clinic as well, and for the GPs. They're only concerned about your welfare and that you're making the right choices. Now, you have every right to feel that you are who you are and that you are making the right choices for you, but they're there just to make sure that it's the right thing for you. So I kind of say, take their advice, listen to them. They know what they're doing. You know, we're not the only ones in the world that have been through this, so listen to them. In terms of family, I think everybody is different. I think everybody's family is different, so the way you approach it is going to be different. I can tell you about mine. It wasn't the best in a way of telling my parents. Cowardly told them over the phone, pretty much by accident. Very drunk one evening, very emotional because I was on hormones at the time, and it came out. I felt awful, but we're stronger now. My mum didn't really take very well to it at first, and I think when it comes to family, you've got to let them have that time. You know, I think as a community, we kind of get solely focused on what we want, and how we feel and how we should be. You know, it's us. Whereas I kind of felt like I felt quite bad because I didn't give my mum a chance to grieve over the fact I wasn't going to be looking at the time like this anymore. Like I said, I kind of swapped one day to the other, for my appearance, so she didn't have a chance to kind of see it go, if you see what I mean. Which is why this time I'm taking it a lot slower, so she kind of gets used to the fact of I'm not like this forever. I'm keeping this video really short, so I'm just checking the time, so I don't want to have to do it again. I wasn't going to make a video today. I was going to leave it until midway for January to kind of do like a catch-up video for a month and 4 weeks of hormonage and how it's affecting. Briefly, boobs are bigger, mood is worse. However, very excited. It's Christmas in 4 days. So I'm going to say goodnight, and I will see you all again after Christmas. So have a good one. For anybody that is feeling frightened about going to the GP, do it in your own time, but believe me, you will feel a lot better. Okay, have a nice Christmas. Bye-bye everyone. Bye.